Welcome back, you guys. This is the Pretty Nerdz podcast. I am your host, Nay. I am currently writing solo once again, as Dion is still out on vacation. But good news, she should be back either next week or the week after that. So you guys stay tuned. Look forward to that. I know I am looking forward to that, having my co-host back. Super excited for that. And basically, life is good all the way over here. I'm doing great. Dion is doing great. And, the podcast is doing great. I hope all of you guys out there are doing great and had an awesome week and are having an awesome new year. But let's just, go ahead and jump right into these hot topics that we got going on, because we have quite a few things to get to, so I don't want to waste any more time. So let's get right into it.
Pretty Nerdz, 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 Pretty Nerdz.
I'm gonna start off with some easy ones. Some quick hitters, some light ones. Basically, as predicted, I think, as most of us predicted, if you guys watched the whole Love and Hip Hop Hollywood drama play out, it looks like Fizzle Pop in April are over. I guess as social media goes, they've unfollowed each other, which typically in that whole reality star world and all of that, that's kind of their indication that the relationship is over. I don't really think that most of us expected for that relationship to last. I think that, we've seen with Fizzle Pop that he has quite the reputation of every season that pretty much is his storyline. He finds some woman to live with and, for the season, and makes him his lady and attempts to make his baby mama Moniece look crazy in all of his manipulative ass ways. But nonetheless, now that the season is over, it looks like the relationship has also, pun intended, fizzled out. Again, no one's surprised, but hey, it is what it is. Also in kind of quick hitters, in odd relationship news, I guess, I don't know. Y'all know this man is not my favorite person. Robert Kelly's girlfriends. I'm sorry, it just eggs me to even have to say that shit. But basically, I think if you, again, kind of followed the social media world and all of that, you saw that his girlfriends, Jocelyn and I think you pronounce it Azriel, they literally got into a fight on Instagram Live, and knock down, drag out, whole fight. And the girl, I believe her name is Azriel, like I said, I could be mispronouncing it, but needless to say, she pretty much, I guess maybe she is over it and she's ready to spill the tea or tell her story or walk away from the whole situation. I don't really know. Nonetheless, she said, she started going off saying that she was pressing charges on the other young lady for assaulting her, which she did, because the other young lady did turn herself in to the police on domestic assault charges. And during that whole thing, I don't know, the young lady Azriel said that not only is she going to be in jail for domestic charges, but also because she was sexual with her or assaulted her, I don't know, when she was a minor. So look, the whole story is crazy. It's getting crazier by the minute. Look, all I can say is, look, I don't even have words for it, because y'all already know how I feel about Robert Kelly in general. And then just watching these young ladies, like, the brokenness, just, so to see them kind of going in and fighting and the way that they're doing, it's just, it's a lot. It's crazy. All the parents out there, protect y'all girls, baby. Don't let them fall into these type of situations. Anyway, needless to say, if y'all saw it like I saw it play out on Instagram Live, then we'll see what else comes from it. But as of right now, the other young lady, Jocelyn, was arrested on domestic assault charges, and again, we'll see how it plays out, because I don't know. Now, I think that we kind of all saw also, or at least I saw, this is happier news. It makes me happy. Cassie and Alex Fine, they showed off baby Frankie. And that baby is so cute. Listen, if I didn't already have baby fever, baby, I have baby fever now, because that is such a pretty baby. But are we surprised? Because Cassie is beautiful. Salute to her and her beautiful family. Just, every time I look at that picture, it melts my little heart. Every time I see baby pictures now, any babies, it just melts my whole little heart. Like, oh, babies, But I guess maybe that's a as you get older thing. I don't know. Some people never feel it, but I'm definitely in my whole baby fever mode. So, needless to say, my heart was melted by that adorable, adorable baby. And kind of, like I said, I'm looking for some quick hitters here just to kind of, before we jump into the actual shenanigans. Oh, I know last show I talked about the Coachella lineup. This time the Bonnaroo lineup has been announced. Lizzo was announced as the headliner. She is the first female headliner at Bonnaroo, which is very surprising to me. That Bonnaroo has never had a female headliner before, but nonetheless, the Bonnaroo lineup, I mean, people kind of sleep on Bonnaroo, again, because it's not in like a huge prominent city. It takes place in Nashville, so people kind of sleep on Bonnaroo, but they normally have some pretty dope artists who kind of pop in and pop out. I mean, Kendrick Lamar's been before, Snoop Dogg, so I mean, they have some pretty diverse lineups, but I think people get thrown off because, again, it takes place in Nashville, so a lot of country stars are kind of prominent at it. But the lineup this year is pretty nice. It's got, you have Lizzo, DaBaby, Meg Thee Stallion's gonna be there, so pretty much a lot of the people who had really hot years in as far as the culture goes are gonna be there at Bonnaroo as well. So I mean, if Coachella isn't your thing and you're kind of not into that type of vibe, and you want to come to a festival that is not as hyped up and is probably, in my opinion, 10 times more fun, I would say come on down to Bonnaroo, because I think that, like I said, a lot of people sleep on Bonnaroo, but it's a good ass time. So I would say come on down to Bonnaroo, and because the lineup looks pretty nice. So, and again, DaBaby's gonna be there, and I enjoy DaBaby, so I'm here for it. Staying kind of in the Lizzo lane, Julian Michaels, the like trainer, health person from from The Biggest Loser fame. She was doing some interview, or she was being interviewed by somebody, and needless to say, the interviewer decided, and like I said, I partially blame the interviewer because I don't understand why the question was even asked, because to me it's an unsolicited opinion. So I don't understand why the interviewer even asked the question, because it had absolutely nothing to do with Julia Michaels or what she was there to talk about or promote. But needless to say, the interviewer brought up Lizzo, and Julia Michaels took it upon herself to say that while she likes her music, she doesn't understand why people celebrate Lizzo's body. If she, once she gets diabetes, it's not going to be fun to celebrate, and blah, 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 blah. The same typical bullshit. And my whole thing is that, like I said, I don't understand why it was even necessary for Julia Michaels to discuss Lizzo and Lizzo's body. Like, that's, you know what I mean? Like, it's unsolicited. What did it have to do with the reason Julia Michaels was there, what she was promoting? Like, I don't, you know what I mean? And like, I hate when people feel like they can speak on someone else's health and all that stuff just because they look at their size and they be like, oh, I know all your health history and all this stuff like that. Julia Michaels don't know Lizzo from Adam. She don't know nothing about what's going on with that girl's body. She is not her doctor. She ain't her trainer. She ain't her dietitian. You know what I mean? Like, she don't know what's going on with that girl body. So why even comment on the shit? Like, that eggs me beyond belief. Like, if you're not my doctor, you're not my dietitian, you're not my trainer, you don't know me from Adam, don't speak or be concerned about what the fuck is going on with me and mine. Worry about you and yours. Worry about what the fuck you was on that show to promote that shit. You know what I mean? So, needless to say, like, I saw some people, obviously, they were defending it, saying, well, she is, blah, 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 blah. And look, I get that she's a health coach or a health person or whatever like that. And if she want to talk about health things, health-related things, fine. But don't use your platform to attack a person that you don't know and about their health situation that you don't know shit about. Period. So, needless to say, she's getting, in my opinion, some well-deserved shut your goddamn mouth from people. Because, like I said, to me, it's none of your business. If you don't know somebody and you don't know their health situation, then mind your business. Like, that's what I don't understand. Why is it, we in 2020 now, why is it so hard for people to just mind their fucking business? Worry about what pays you, not what's going on with somebody else. Anyway, moving on from that, I know, unless you kind of, I would say, live under a rock, I know that some of y'all might live under a rock. So, basically, Boosie Badass, yet again, is out here just being Bootsy. He wore, I don't know if he was like at it looked like a basketball game to me, or some type of sporting event, but it definitely looked like a basketball game to me. Needless to say, he wore a Kappa Alpha Psi shirt to the game, and he posted it on some social media site, whatever. And if you guys know anything about Greek life, Greek fraternities and all that, they are super sensitive and about people wearing their letters who are not affiliated with them, who've never pledged. Yeah, like I said, I'm pretty sure 99 or the majority of us have met someone who is in a fraternity or sorority, and they know, like, they are crazy about their letters. Super crazy about their letters. And if you didn't earn it, you're not affiliated with them, they do not want you wearing their shit. So, needless to say, the Kappas was upset in their feelings, taking it a little crazy, because I've seen some people getting a little crazy with it, as far as making like actual threats at the man because he had the shirt on, which is beyond me. It's crazy. We shouldn't be out here threatening people in their lives and livelihood and shit like that, especially over some letters. But hey, I get it, I guess. I don't listen. I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't get it. I don't get threatening people's lives over things like that. But hey, like I said, I know just from knowing Greek folks that they do take their letters very serious. And at first, Bootsy, in Bootsy way, he was kind of joking about it, like he didn't he obviously didn't understand the significance of it, and he kind of apologized, but then he didn't apologize, and then he was like real silly with it about, well, y'all be out here dancing to my junk. I need y'all to at least teach me to dance, though. But so needless to say, the Kappas were not happy with him. He sort of apologized, and folks, please don't be out here threatening folks over some letters. Okay, we love you, but let's not do that. All right. Moving on from that as well. I'm sorry, cause like right now, like I'm watching this video because it makes OT Genesis, y'all. This man, literally, like when I tell you, if I need a laugh, I'm going to OT Genesis right now, cause this man is so foolish. So first and foremost, I think it was about 2 weeks ago when I told you about the OT Genesis Keisha Cole situation, where Keisha Cole was not happy at all with OT because he redid her song Love with his Crippin' record, which, like I said, I get it. I understand how she felt about her art, but goddammit, it was funny, okay? And here we are again. OT Genesis is back at it, and he has kind of did a redo of Vanessa Carlton's 1,000 Miles, and it's called Tonight. Y'all, if y'all have not seen this video, please go to OT Genesis page and watch this video. This man a goddamn fool. That man is a goddamn fool. Like, I promise you, he took me the fuck out, y'all. Like, when I tell y'all that this man was literally, cause if y'all remember I know a lot of y'all might be a little young out there, but if you remember 1,000 Miles, so you remember that Vanessa Carlton was on the little piano in the street and everything, like, playing the piano and all that jazz. Girl, y'all, this fool then hopped on, he on the piano, look like, y'all, that man is a damn fool, I swear. And I'm telling you, like, when I tell you, like, he on this piano, and, like, the parts that really get you is, like, he do these look backs at you from he turned from the piano and do, like, a look back at the camera. I'm telling you, if you need a laugh, go to OT Genesis page and watch this damn video. Hilariousness. It's gonna put you in a good mood. At least it does for me. It puts me in a good ass mood. Cause I enjoy laughing at funny shit, and that shit was funny to me. Also in quick, kind of, in my opinion, quick hitter news. Oh, I feel like I skipped over this. Probably should have hit it first, because it was last weekend, the Golden Globes. I don't really have too much about the Golden Globes, any kind of real takes from it. Tom Hanks was honored. Yeah. And Tom Hanks was honored. His sons were there. His one son, Chet, was, listen, being a plum D ass fool, in my opinion, won the red carpet. But yeah, Brad Pitt was there. We've seen that whole kind of resurgence now of people talking about him and Jennifer Aniston anytime they're in the same place, when clearly it just appears that they not even on that level. Like, I mean, their relationship has been over, like, for years now. Like, literally, their relationship I mean, they've, been divorced, I don't know, for over 10-something years? Because he was with Angelina for a long-ass time. But literally, they've been divorced longer than they were fucking together. And people still are, like, obsessing over every time they're in, the same place. But, yeah, they were there. Speaking of which, can we talk about how Brad Pitt has not aged well, in my opinion? Like, ugh. Maybe it's just me, but he has not aged well at all. You know what I mean? Like, I don't. Sorry for that. I'm sorry for that man, because he has not aged well. But there is a couple of them who, like, have just not aged well. You know what I mean? Brad Pitt's. I'm trying to think of, like, all the people who they put, who, like, folks be thinking, like, are attractive or whatever. Even though I don't always get the hype about it, but I know people used to go crazy for Brad Pitt, and I ain't never really see it, but hey, needless to say, like I said, he did not age well. Sorry for that man, but yeah, he did not age well at all. Beyonce and Jay showed up to the Golden Globes. Listen, I love Queen Bee, but I was not feeling like the big bow thing that she had. I don't know if it was like a big bow or like the. It wasn't my favorite look of hers, but I do appreciate that, they brought their own champagne, on brand, bitch. That's what you do when you are Queen Bee. You are on brand. You bring your own damn champagne, and salute to that. You always gotta sell your shit, and hey, do what you do. I also, Billy Porter, baby, he just slays my entire existence of life. Looked amazing. And, I mean, that's all you could say. Just, Billy Porter, love him. And I'm just so happy that he is finally getting his just due. Like, he's been in the business for so many years. And to finally see him having his moments. I love it. Having his moments and collecting his things. So, I love it. I'm trying to think what else, like, who else was, look, in all honesty, like, the Golden Globes was just, like, dismal. But award shows, period, have kind of been dismal. It's funny, like, I saw, like, a tweet or something like that, where somebody said, like, ever since Joan Rivers passed, God rest her soul, ever since she passed away, like, folks just been, on that red carpet. And real talk, I kind of agree, like, because people used to, like, fear, I don't know if it was out of fear or just they did not want to hear Joan Rivers talk about how horrible they looked on the red carpet, so they used to step their game up. But like, if we just think about the red carpet in general, like, it has been pretty, like, uneventful. Like, there have not been some good dresses at all. And the Golden Globes was the perfect example of that, because people was just not out here looking good. So yeah, that's my little small take on the Golden Globes. And so, one last kind of small thing before we jump into, hold on, let me look, make sure, yeah. Okay, so one last kind of small thing before we jump into two bigger things that I kind of want to address. But one last small thing. Meghan Markle, Prince Harry, they announced that they would be walking away from their senior royal positions. Now, like, I don't get like the big hoopla or the big deal, because let's be honest, the royal family holds no actual power any longer in Britain. So to be honest with you, like, aside from, like, just the titles and the names of it and the tradition and all that, like, I don't get what the, like, hoopla is. And then if you push all of that aside, not even going to be king. Like, his brother William is going to be it. And, you know, if we go through the succession of the line, like, after Elizabeth, then their father, Charles, and he passed, then it will go to William. Like, Harry is, like, further down the line to even be king. So, to quote, you know what I mean? So, like, I don't understand what people are, like, why they're so upset because he decided to kind of step back from royal duties, especially since, if we're being honest, people have hated that he married Meghan. They've hated Meghan. They've been bashing her like crazy in the press. Like, I mean, Britain, I would think that for them to announce, hey, that they are, you know, stepping back and gonna kind of be using their own, you know, looking to become financially independent. They're going to be splitting their time between Britain and North America. That people, you know, the way the British public and all that kind of talked about her, I would think that, shit, they would be excited. Like, okay, bye. We happy because we didn't like you anyway. But, like, they are really all up in arms. Like, how dare they? And blah, 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 blah. Woo, woo, woo. And I'm just like, but I thought that's what you wanted. Like, y'all didn't like the girl. Well, I'm sorry. Y'all didn't like that he married her. You didn't like the girl. You know, every little thing that she's done, y'all, like, scrutinized. I mean, you got upset because you said that they've been using taxpayer money to fly private and this and that and the other. So here he is making the decision for his family. I'm going to step back. You know, y'all already been knowing that I don't want this life anyway. So now y'all attacking my family. So fuck it. I'm stepping back. Y'all can have this. You know what I'm saying? So what is everybody, like, what are they up in arms about? I don't get it. But hey, needless to say, it's a big thing over there that they've decided to kind of step back from it. I personally think they will be fine. If all else fails, she can go back to acting. She can go back to acting. She had some type of, like, fashion-y blogs, and she wrote some OP pieces for, you know, different fashion magazines and all of that, so she can do that stuff again. No matter what, even if they were to, quote-unquote, because I've seen some kind of rumors where people said that they may strip them of their titles, he's still fucking Prince Harry. Like, even if, that's what I'm saying. We live in 2020 now. Like, in this day and age, even if you strip them of their titles, it's not like people gonna be like, oh, that's just Harry from the block. He's Prince fucking Harry. He's been this Prince Harry his whole life, so he'll be fine. She'll be fine. You know, they'll be able to make money just off of that whole situation. You know what I mean? How they could go the Obama route and get a Netflix deal and start producing movies and TVs and shit like that. They'll get money, so they'll be fine. But like I said, I don't get the big hoopla about why people are upset about it, or why it seems so, I guess, unexpected. Harry has, in my opinion, always shown signs that he was ready to get the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was over y'all, and he was ready to get the fuck out. He's always kind of shown those signs. And then to, I guess, you know, once he got married and to kind of see the way y'all was attacking his wife, and essentially he admitted, like, when they did the lawsuit against, I think it's the Daily Mail, or whatever little London tabloid has been going heavy and attacking Meghan and publishing shit about her family and blah, 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 blah. When he admitted and said that he was triggered by all that, he felt like he was reliving the situation with his mom again. Oh, y'all should have known then. He was done, for sure. He was like, nah, I'm done. So I don't understand, like I said, I don't get what the big hoopla is. I don't get even what the surprise of it is. Like, he's been wanting out, and y'all just gave him the push that he needed to throw them deuces. So I say good for them, and let them, you know, live the life that they want to live. Period. So anyway, moving on from that, let me look here. All right, so this is something that I thought was interesting, and I am like uberly surprised at people's response to it. So, if you guys all, as we kind of all know, the whole Jussie Smollett thing has been dragging for a while. He said I think it was sometime super early last year, he said he was attacked. Then the Chicago PD said no, but really he staged it. Then once they brought charges up, they ended up dropping the charges because they said they didn't have any evidence. I didn't read the little 500-page thing, but from the synopsis of it, in the 500 little page document that was released, it pretty much said that they ain't have no solid. They believed that he did, plot it himself, but they didn't have no evidence. They didn't have anything to back it up. So it was just going to be a waste of a case. Like, they were going to go to trial and lose. So they said, fuck it. We just going to throw it away. Then they turned around and sued him because they wanted the money back. So then he was like, but no, I was innocent. So he sued them back. It's just been this whole little thing going on and on and on, right? But here's the part that interests me, because all of that shit, whatever, don't care about. Here's the part that interests me. So, they have now got, they are trying again their hardest to pursue him again and, bring up see if they can bring up charges. They brought in a special prosecutor. The special prosecutor has had a judge now the judge has now ordered for Google, we all know what Google is, for Google to turn over, for the past year, for Google to turn over all of Jussie Smollett's records. And I'm not just talking phone records, you guys. The list says they want his phone records, his text messages, all of his emails, all of his deleted emails, all of his drafts of emails. They want all of the documents, anything that was stored on or deleted from his Google Drive. They want all of his Google location data. They want any photos that he had, that he has or had. Listen. Feel however you want to feel about the situation. You can think he lied. You can think he didn't lie. Feel however you want to feel about the fucking situation. I am more concerned with the fact that the government can ask for all of that fucking shit. Listen, I know that, when they are trying to build a case against you and get evidence and all that stuff like that, that there are certain things that they can obtain, if they believe you committed a cyber crime or something like that, they can confiscate your, they can confiscate your telephones, they can confiscate your computers, they can, all that type of shit like that. But literally for them to be able to go to Google, this company that you're supposed to, have some sort of privacy with when you sign up for email or this and that and the other, and they can go and say, nope, we want all that shit. I want all, even all the way down to your fucking location data, where you was at. That don't scare people. That doesn't scare y'all. All y'all saying good for him, he getting what he deserved. That's not scary to you to think. So they can get all my shit to my location data too? What the fuck are they gonna get? You know what I'm saying? How is that even relevant to the case? What the fuck are they gonna get from the location data? You see what I'm saying? Shit like that is weird. Listen, I don't, like I said, feel however you want to feel about the case, but just seeing all of the things that they want and are asking Google to hand over, not even emails that you sent. You know what I'm saying? Not even emails or documents or picture or anything, like shit that you drafted. That you was just you know what I'm saying? Drafting up on your little computer, like, like, they want, just your thought, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, that's crazy to me that they, like, that can be something that they can use, like, your location. Y'all, look, I'm sorry, that fucks with me heavy, like, wow. Needless to say, like, I want to know what you guys think on that, like I said, putting the case aside, like, wow, you know what I mean? Like, what are your thoughts as far as, like, them being able to just pull all of those type of things? Like, they can take, like I said, they even asking for this man's location data. They're asking for drafts of emails, draft whatever documents or whatever, anything that he had stored on his little Google Drive, like, photos, web history, search history, like, wow. We really have zero privacy, y'all. Like, for them to claim, that we have all these freedoms and shit, we really have no fucking freedoms or privacy. Like, they can literally access and take anything that they want. Shit's scary. I'm sorry. That shit is scary as fuck to me. Anyway, so moving on from that, my last hot topic for today is a callback to a topic that I talked about last week. Now, I didn't really, get too heavy in depth in it because to be honest with you, I didn't think that I would have to get, super heavy in depth into it or really talk about it because I just thought that people would get it. But then, surprisingly enough, I guess I shouldn't have been surprised, I saw a clip from Joe Budden where he basically was calling Ari Lennox insecure because of her reaction to the tweet. Because remember, I told you guys that there was a tweet from a guy who said that Ari Lennox compared Ari Lennox and Tiana Taylor to Rottweiler, and Ari then responded by saying, no, like, why do y'all feel comfortable enough to speak to black women about that, to speak about black features like that, and everything like that. And basically, to see this clip, of Joe Budden, you can go and check it wherever, or, listen to his podcast or whatnot. Needless to say, just to see this clip of essentially a black man dismissing her feelings, a black woman's feelings, and just tossing it up as insecurity, bugged the shit out of me. It bugged me because I don't, I know. And Joe Budden isn't he's not a teenager. He ain't in his 20s. That man is in his 40s. You know what I mean? Well, almost 40, I think. I don't know. Needless to say, he is old enough. He has enough life experience to have been around black women, to know, to have understood where she was coming from, to know that, it wasn't just I'm insecure about my looks. It wasn't just reacting to somebody who's quote unquote insignificant opinion on social media. It's a situation that we as black folks consistently see. And again, I spoke to it a little bit. I touched on it a little bit last show where I said that we consistently see it across the board, where we will see whether it come from black men or whether it come from black women, where we throw these attacks at each other in all these public ass forums. And it's always these attacks on black features and just on black bodies in general. And that shit is not okay. And so it just egged me to see this black man who I know, you know, like I said, he has enough life experience to have got it. You know what I mean? I know that he should have got it, and just to see him kind of dismiss her feelings, dismiss her points, and just trump it up to insecurity, bug the shit out of me. And I just feel like I'm so tired. I am so tired of people in general kind of just telling black folks or policing black folks' emotions and telling black folks how they should react to things and how they should feel about things, just because, you know, and to be honest with you, I don't even know what the reason is. Why are we policing people's emotions? Why are we telling them how they should feel about things or how they should react to things, as if we don't live our lives as black folks too and don't get it? You know what I mean? Like, I didn't even need to you know what I mean? Like, I didn't even need to see her live or anything like that to get why she felt the way that she felt. You know what I mean? To just get it, to understand it. Like, even just me reading the tweet, I was like, you know what I mean? Even with, if she would have gave a response, it triggered me, and I was like, the fuck? Like, how? Why are you calling these women dogs? You know what I'm saying? Or why are you comparing their looks to dogs? Like, who does that? Why? You know what I mean? And like I said, it always comes to, in my opinion, it always comes to this idea, like, we uplift these Eurocentric features so much that when we see black folks with black features, we automatically equate that to ugliness. And so, like I said, it just egged me that he tried to play it off as insecurity, as if he just didn't get where she was coming from. And I'm just like, my guy, you had to have gotten where she was coming from. You're a black person. You live it. You know what I mean? Like, you're a black person. You have black children. You have a black mother. Like, so, needless to say, it irritated the hell out of me. And so, you know, I want to know from you guys, was it, I mean, what is your thoughts? Like, what do you feel like Ari overreacted? Do you feel like, I mean, do you feel like you didn't get it, or you didn't see the point, or you don't understand? Like, am I overreacting? Because I don't feel like I'm overreacting. Like, like I said, I don't understand why, when it comes to black folks, we are always policing black people's emotions and telling people how they should react to things, how they should be triggered by things, and why we always are like playing the oblivious person and pretending as if we don't get it. When, like I said, I feel like we should just get, like, it made sense. It makes sense to me. Like I said, points were made. So, needless to say, yeah, that is the hot topics for this week. And I'm going to now move into our relationship portion of the show. So this week, I have 2 relationship questions for you guys. I am going to start with the first relationship question. I'm going to start with, I'm going to kind of, these 2 relationship questions kind of draw off of 2 things that I've seen, and I want to kind of like, I've, you know, got some questions from that, and basically, let me just start with you guys, and, you know, you'll see what I'm talking about. So, first relationship question is in regards to toxic relationships. I don't believe I touched on it, because it was one of those topics that it really just kind of blew over my head. But when I was doing the relationship questions this week, it kind of brought me back to this whole situation with Sway Lee and his, I don't know if she's his girlfriend, his the woman that he consistently goes back and forth with. Needless to say, like I said, I don't know if he called her his girlfriend, his bae. I don't know, whatever it is. Needless to say, I think we have throughout these years kind of seen the toxicity in their relationship, which in my opinion culminated when she tweeted out or posted a picture or a video or something of her busting out the windows in his car, and she captioned it with like, I'll give like 20, I don't know how much it was, like it was a $80K, something, I don't know, it was a significant amount of money. But basically she said, I'll pay someone to kill him. And then she backed away from it, took it down, and was like, we good now, I'm sorry, blah, 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 blah. And she didn't, and honestly, I don't even think she apologized. She just said, we good now, and backed off on it. I was playing, basically. So, my question is, for this week, when it comes to toxic relationships, when do you think, as family, as friends, as people who care about these folks, when do you think it's okay to kind of step in, or do you think it's okay at all to kind of step in to the situation or to the relationship? So, I want to hear you guys' thoughts and opinions, obviously. Go to the website, prettynerdspodcast.com. You can also just, shoot us a DM on the Instagram account, Pretty Nerdz Podcast. Shoot us an email, prettynerdspodcast@gmail.com. Thoughts, comments, let me know what you guys think. My thoughts are, if you see see family, friends, whatever, someone who's important to you is involved in a toxic relationship, I think that, so I know that those situations can kind of be sticky, because we all kind of know people who, especially when it comes to relationships and folks being in love, grown adults, nobody likes to kind of be told what they can and cannot do, who they can and cannot be with. And oftentimes when you do kind of speak up or say things to people about their relationships, they get in their feelings, be like, mind your business, and they get mad at you. They turn it around on you and get mad at you. However, I feel like when someone is in a situation where it has escalated, when the relationship has become so toxic that it has escalated to physical abuse, severe mental abuse, severe mental, emotional abuse, threats on people's lives, and you know what I mean? Like, when it gets to that point, I think as as family, friends, people who care about these people, you gotta at least, like I said, regardless of whether they get mad at you, whether they, be like, stop talking to you, whatever, you gotta at least kind of be like, try. You know what I mean? Like, you at least have to try to step in and be like, hey, this is not okay. This is not okay at all. You know what I mean? Because, like, I could not imagine being someone who loves Sway Lee and not saying to him, you know what? This not cool. Like, sis literally got on somebody's internet and put a bounty on your head. You know what I mean? Like, and we all have seen the crazies out here and the shit that they are willing to do. So to see this girl go out there and put a bounty on this man's head and then kind of like laugh it off, like, okay, nah, we good now, I take it back. Like, sis, what if somebody would have been like, oh, word? And went and pulled up on him and killed him? Like, this shit's crazy. That shit's crazy to me. So, needless to say, I feel like when it comes to seeing like family and friends in that type of toxic relationship, I feel like you have to, once it gets to those type of levels, you have to kind of, say to yourself, okay, even if they get mad at me, even if it fucks up our relationship, I gotta say something. I gotta step in here. That's kind of my take on it. That's kind of my thoughts on it. Again, I would love to hear from you guys as far as that situation goes when it comes to toxic relationships. When is it okay to step in, or is it okay at all to even step in? Now, moving on to relationship question number 2. This one also comes from, from something that I saw kind of floating around on the internet, and I thought was interesting, and I think kind of brings up kind of brought up an interesting topic. So, I saw a clip from Love and Hip Hop New York. I believe, yeah, Love and Hip Hop New York. That's the one that's running right now, I think. Anyway, so I saw a clip from Love and Hip Hop New York of Sin Santana confronting Erica Mena and Joe Budden. So, a little quick backstory. Erica Mena and Sin Santana had a relationship or whatnot, and Joe and Sin obviously had a relationship, were engaged, have a baby. They're no longer together. None of these people are currently still in relationships. At least as of the show, as of the show. They could have changed their statuses, whatever. Not important. What's important is that in the clip, we see that first and foremost, it started with Jonathan, who is Sin's friend. They sit down together, and Jonathan tells Sin that he heard from Joe's other ex, Tahiri, that Erica Mena was trying to put was trying to put Tahiri and Joe back together, like she was trying to play Cupid between them. Essentially, he was being messy because if he heard the talk, at least from the clip that I saw, it wasn't that serious. Tahiri was like, we just had a conversation, and for some reason, she want to see us get back together. Whatever. Needless to say, it wasn't that serious. He overblew the shit completely. But the part that got me was the confrontations that followed between Joe and Sin and Erica. Essentially, Sin felt like these two people, her two exes, owed her a heads up. Like, she felt like with with Joe, she felt like Joe owed her a heads up. And then with Erica Mena, she felt like because they were once together, she should have understood or not be involved in it, or not. Honestly, I don't know. I didn't, because like I said, I was super confused by it. I didn't understand what her issue was, but it seemed like she felt like she was owed something from her exes that she didn't get. And so, my second question this week is, do you feel like, when you and someone are no longer together and you split, that's now your ex, that once that relationship is over and done with, that though that person owes you anything, whether it be respect, a conversation when hey, I'm getting ready to be with somebody else, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? Like, do you feel like you are owed something from your ex? Now, my take on it, my thoughts on it, like I said, just kind of playing into the whole clip and all that, and I think I will post it on, I'll see if I can find it and post it on the Instagram account, for you guys to see and kind of, give your thoughts on it. But from the the clip that I saw, like I said, I was super confused because I am a person who is a firm believer of that when I'm done, I'm done. You know what I mean? Like, when I say I'm done, when I walk away, when it's over, I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? Now, I get that Joe and Sin, because they have a kid, they're always going to be tied together as co-parents. However, y'all co-parents. You know what I mean? As co-parents, it doesn't really, as people who are co-parenting your child, it doesn't entitle you to someone's personal life. You know what I mean? Until that person is in a significant relationship where they're thinking about or contemplating bringing the person that they're in a relationship with around your kid and all that jazz. What is their, you know what I mean? What do their relationships have to do with their ability to co-parent, or what is it? You know what I mean? So while I could understand if him and Tahiri were now a couple and he was contemplating introducing her to your kid, then absolutely a conversation is needed to be had. But in this instance, they just was randomly, having two people that they know who are getting married. They were in the same place at the same time having a conversation. You know what I mean? Wasn't that serious? What was owed there? Like, I didn't understand what she felt like was owed to her. And like I said, I saw a lot of people saying it's just a respect thing. Like, we just broke up. Our son is only 2. We were engaged. We were in love. Yeah, but, and I don't, you know what I mean? Like I said, it didn't have anything to do with the baby. If it don't have, it didn't, you know what I'm saying? It didn't have anything to do with the baby. It was nothing, you know what I mean? Like, there was no indication given that, they were in this serious, a significant relationship to where they were going to introduce them to, where he was going to introduce somebody to your kid. So if it didn't affect your child, I don't understand what you felt like was owed to you. You know what I mean? If y'all not together, y'all not together. Whoever he chooses to be with, that's his business. And vice versa, So like I said, I didn't get it. Like, I don't feel like I said, because of the person that I am, when I'm done, I'm done. I don't feel like anything from exes is owed to you. But then again, like I said, some people feel like it's a respect thing. They had, they just had ended or whatever. They were only a couple of months removed from their relationship. So out of respect, because they were in love, he should give her a heads up. But that's not owed to you. You know what I mean? Like, no, if I'm done with you, I'm done with you. I don't owe you a heads up about who I choose to move on with. And then addressing the second issue with Erica, I feel like that one completely, like, with the one with Joe, like, I guess I could try to understand a little bit better, just because they were engaged and well, not even that because they were engaged, just because they have a child, and they have to have a co-parenting relationship. But the issue with Erica Mena, I did not get at all. Like, I didn't understand at all. Like, y'all not together, not friends, barely can sit in the same room together. You know what I mean? Like, completely removed, like, years removed from y'all relationship. I couldn't understand what she felt like was owed to her there. So again, I ask you guys kind of out there, what are your thoughts? Like, what do you, if people are in a relationship, they split up, are you owed anything from your ex? Because my opinion, the answer is no. we're done. Whatever I choose to do with my, and moving on in my life is what I choose to do. What you choose to do is what you choose to do, and that's that. But obviously, some people do feel differently. So again, shoot us an email, prettynerdspodcast@gmail.com. Go to the website, prettynerdpodcast.com. Shoot us a DM, comments on the Instagram, Pretty Nerdz Podcast. Just let me know your thoughts, cause hell, I'm confused. I'm confused all in all about the whole situation. So just let me know what you guys think about that whole situation. Are you owed anything from your ex when the relationship is done? Now, let me take me a quick little drink. Throat is a little dry. And let's move on to our nerd moment of the week. It's my favorite segment, obviously. So I got a couple of little quick hitters for you. Raising Dion on Netflix. It's a show that came on Netflix. Has been renewed. It's officially been renewed for season 2. So I'm excited for that. I enjoyed the first season. I want to, in the second season, I would like to see a little bit more kind of development. I guess I want to see a little bit more of like the relationship aspect of the mom and Michael B. Jordan's character, the dad, even though he's quote unquote disappeared or gone, whatever. If you haven't seen the show, then this probably won't make any sense to you, but if you have seen the show, then you know what I'm talking about. So I would like to see, because we got a little bit of their backstory. I would like to see that play out a little bit. I obviously would like to see now going forward who the villain in season 2 is going to be. All in all, I'm just excited that it got another season and that we get to see, this black kid superhero. I'm stoked about it. I'm excited about it. So I'm happy that it got a season 2. Also, in Netflix news, we got a trailer for Locke and Key. The first trailer dropped. Locke and Key is based on a graphic novel with the same title. It looks interesting. The little trailer that I saw, it looks interesting. I'm not sure. I didn't see a date. I didn't write the date down. I probably did see a date and I didn't write the date down. But of when it's actually going to drop or premiere on Netflix. But listen, the little clip looked interesting. So, I'm always looking for something new to check out on Netflix. So I'll definitely probably give it a shot and kind of see how it plays out. I did when I saw the Umbrella Academy, and it was a little interesting as well. So I gave that a shot. And as I told you guys a couple of weeks ago, months ago, obviously, when the Umbrella Academy came out, when I told y'all about how my feelings on that one, we'll see how Locke and Key plays out as well when it kind of debuts. But yeah, so if you haven't seen the trailer, the first trailer is out, so go check it out. And yeah, we'll look forward to actually seeing the show and give a little critique on that. Also, kind of in renewal news, all of the Arrowverse shows, they were renewed for new seasons, for upcoming seasons. It didn't, which isn't a surprise. The Arrowverse shows are kind of the CW's bread and butter. Plus, there are rumors that there's going to be a strike, a writer's strike coming up. So I think a lot of shows will get some early renewals coming out. They're just kind of trying to jump ahead of the writer's strike so that they kind of have scripts and things before the writer's strike, so that they can, have seasons and they don't have any type of issues with shooting their next seasons. But yeah, all in all, all of the Arrowverse shows got a renewal. Yeah, you know what I mean? You guys know, for me, I don't watch all of them. I watch The Flash. I enjoy The Flash. I enjoy Black Lightning, so I'm excited about that. I'm hoping, because we got to see, like, if you guys watched the crossover, we got to see Black Lightning and the Flash kind of interact, and there's rumors that later on in the season, Black Lightning will also make more appearances on the Flash. I kind of like that friendship. I like that connection. I would love to see some, more interactions between them, because like I said, those are the two shows that I like out of the Arrowverse. I also enjoy Legends, so I'm excited about Legends as well. Just because Legends is really the only one that actually doesn't take itself too serious. Like, they lean heavy on the comedy aspects of it, so I enjoyed that aspects of it. Supergirl is not my cup of tea at all. Yeah, that's boring as shit to me. I'm just be honest. It's boring as hell to me, and Batwoman ain't my thing either. So, but needless to say, it is what it is. All of them got their renewals. So, salute to that if you're into all of those shows. Now, my last nerd moment of the week is, in my opinion, the most important one. And it's interactive because I want to ask you guys out there. All of you know that, or at least you should know, I am a huge Harry Potter fan. Love me some Harry Potter. And I want to know from you guys, if you were in Harry Potter, if you were a wizard, you went to wizarding school, you went to Hogwarts, what house would you be sorted into? Like, what's your house in Harry Potter? For me, mine's is Ravenclaw. I mean, me and Luna, we vibe on the same wavelength. So I'm definitely Ravenclaw. But I would like to know from you guys, again, hit the website, prettynerdspodcast.com, email us, prettynerdspodcast@gmail, the IG, Pretty Nerdz Podcast, basically everything Pretty Nerdz Podcast, and let me know, if you were in Harry Potter, went to Hogwarts, where would you be sorted? What house would you belong to? For me, I'm Ravenclaw all day, every day, but what about you? I know some of you out there are some Slytherins, so. But anyway, I want to hear from you guys. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much going to wrap up the nerd moments for this week. And it's pretty much, I think, going to wrap me up for this week, because I don't really have anything else left for you guys. Just kind of last minute new music. I saw the record with Meg Thee Stallion and Normandy. Oh God, why did I say Normandy? Normani. Shit. Anyway, that video looked cute. They did their thing in that. Future and Drake dropped the record Life Is Good that they've been kind of teasing for a little bit. Y'all listen, I'm not super gigged on, Drake and Future, another Drake and Future combo. We got the whole What a Time to Be Alive album. It was a moment, and I felt like we could move on from it. But yeah, needless to say, they dropped another record. It's Drake, so it'll probably do numbers. Obviously, it ain't my favorite song. It's kind of like that last record that Drake just dropped, War. It ain't my favorite Drake joint, but he's Drake, so it'll probably do some numbers. Well, it will do numbers. I'm not gonna say probably. It will do numbers, but needless to say, yeah. If you're looking for new music, those are records that just came out. Song that I am currently listening to, I don't think it's new, per se. I highly doubt it's new, but like, It's been all it's been like through all of my little playlists or whatever. And again, this is why I really, really, really love Tidal, because like them little mixes that they put together be giving me some records that I'm like, oh shit, I like this. It's called Alone by Dave East, and it features a Jodeci Fiendin' sample, and I love me some Jodeci, honey. So, needless to say, like, that record just have me out here in my zone. Like, I fucks with it heavy. I enjoy it. I think you guys will enjoy it. So, if you get some time, check it out. It's called Alone by Dave East. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it for me this week as far as new music is concerned. That's it for me as far as this show is concerned. I am done. As always, I want to thank you guys for tuning in, for listening with me each week. Again, Fallon Deanne, she should be back next week or the week after. Needless to say, she will be back soon. We are excited for Fallon Deanne to get back. And I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.